Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Civilization 5 Brave New World as Babylon. Let's get going. Let's get this done. So we missed out on this barbarian camp because the Egyptians stole it from us. I guess this archer might as well come back towards here to guard this area. So we got our settler out, that's excellent. Let's immediately queue up another bowman, but let's rearrange the city a bit here. So we're definitely going to work the salt. I would like to keep growing though. Is there a good place to grow right now? Not really. We're going to have to start building some farms. So I'm going to keep it like this for now, just to keep the hammers, but we're going to want to grow a little bit quicker than this. We're going to have to do some catching up now to the other capitals. And yeah, so there you go. Let's start bringing this worker back down. You might as well come here just to see. There might be another city-state. We're going to discover this guy here. Excellent. So, another city-state discovered. Vatican City, what do you give? You are religious, and you have dyes. Actually, you will not be useful to us, so we don't really need you. Anything of interest here that happened? And we found a barbarian camp. Okay, there we go. So this settler is moving without an archer right now, which is a little bit risky. But we only have to come here, so I think we should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do two more bowmen, actually. So we got mathematics. That's good. You can move here. Do I go for sailing right now? We are going to want sailing. We're also going to want trapping. You know what? I might as well queue them up now, and then we'll go currency to get a chance for the Petra. I think we have a good chance for the Petra, actually. I have to say, since the Egyptians didn't start next to desert tiles, I think we should be good. Usually they're biased towards desert tiles, I think. So it's they might have desert tiles, just not next to their city. So that's good. Bring this worker down here. We've actually grown. Oh, this place has grown again. We are at 9 happiness right now, so that's pretty good. Although it's going to fall to 5 soon, but we're going to move you here, and you can work the sheep for more production. So we're going to get the shrine in 3 turns. Then after that, I think... what am I going to want to do after that, actually? I'm not quite sure. So let's bring this guy up here. So we got that connected. Let's go ahead and connect these horses. So we got the dyes, not the dyes, but the wine, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is actually, probably first I'm going to build a farm here, so that we have a 3 food tile to work. You can come back and maybe destroy this barbarian camp here. Is this a quest for you guys? No, you want us to... Turns remaining 22. So far you have the lead with 2 technologies. Cool. We might actually get Manila on our side with just tech. I didn't take a look at the demographics yet. We'll wait a little bit on that. We might we'll check in the next episode, see where we're at demographically speaking. Next turn. Quebec City under attack. Well, I don't really care. And you want dyes. Well, that might happen at some point. We have pledged to protect. We have pledged to protect Manila. Those are the only 2 I want to pledge to protect right now, actually. You can take a shot on that guy there. The scouts, yeah, you might as well come here. Let's take a quick look over here to see what's over there. And after that, the scout is pretty much done doing what it has to do. I might send him down here to explore over there, just to see what's going on. So we're going to get a bowman soon. How many bowmen do we have? This will be our 3rd one, right? 1, there's another one there, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to do 1 more bowman immediately. You're going to do the farm first, then we'll connect the horses. And we're going to want to connect horses as soon as possible, just so that we can start working on the circuses. We can build a circus here too. This is going to expand there next in 9 turns only, though. Which is a little bit odd that they would go for that first and not the truffles. I'd much rather get the truffles connected, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. There we go. Honestly, this is a pretty good spot. It's pretty close to our capital, but I don't need the city to grow too big. It's just I need a coastal city as soon as possible. Plus, I'm scared Denmark expands here soon. So, in fact, we're actually a bit lucky they haven't done that. It could have been quite possible that they would have expanded here, and that would have caused a lot of problems. So let's go ahead and end our turn. The Great Library finally built after 47 turns. That's the first time I've seen it built that far away. Usually by turn, like I said, 35, 36, 37. Between 35 and 40 is when it usually gets built. So that was odd. I still don't think we could have done it. And even if we had tried for it and we had succeeded, we'd still be so far back the AI right now. It'd be crazy. We'd only have one city, and anyways, it's not the right way to go about things on the higher difficulties. I'm going to go one more bowman. I'm definitely going to do the library after. How much is the water mill? I can always just purchase. No, you know what? I'm going to save the money right now. We're 12 gold per turn. That's pretty good actually right now. I'm going to do one more bowman though. We're going to send this guy over here to guard this place, and this one will guard here. And these guys here can have fun shooting the barbarians. There we go. So it doesn't look like Denmark's expanded yet. That is so strange. Settle here. Good. Perfect. Yeah, you can work there. We're definitely going to want to work the salt as soon as it becomes available. We're going to need another worker. That's true. We only have one worker right now. That's right. After the shrine, that's what I'm doing. It's a worker there. Exactly. I completely forgot that that's what I wanted. Now, we don't have sailing yet, do we? Next turn. I think I want to prioritize the trireme before the shrine in this place. So what I will do is choose production. We'll start with the shrine, and then next turn we'll switch it to the trireme. I really want to get an advantage finding all the civs first so that we can maybe beeline to printing press so that we can have the upper hand in the World Congress, which is always something I like having an advantage on, the World Congress. It definitely helps us. Okay, next turn. In 4 turns we're going to grow our capital again. We're at 5 happiness right now, which is pretty good. So we got sailing. You might as well just head towards down there. You're going to go ahead and build a worker as soon as possible. I guess that's as quickly as you can do. Once we've hit 4 pop, I might actually remove the citizen from the Lake Victoria and start working on other things that give us production. I don't want to grow too quickly. I want the capital to grow quickly, but the other cities, I don't need them to grow too quickly early on. I don't want to get into happiness problems early on in the game. It's always bad. Always a bad thing. Okay, you know what I'm going to do with this guy? He's going to come here and destroy this barbarian encampment once and for all. In fact, your buddy here can do the same. It wasn't a quest, though. And you also want us to build the Stonehenge. The Stonehenge is still not built either? Holy crap. What is the AI doing? This is not supposed to be happening on Immortal. That's very strange. Okay, so you've bullied what's-his-face. You'll pay for this in time. I'm not all that scared of Denmark. You haven't really done much to scare me. See, we're only 1 tech behind the leader right now. This is how, I mean, we start at such a disadvantage. It's true that we found 2 free techs? Or 1 free tech with the ancient ruins. I can't remember. I think at least 1. But honestly, it's because of the great scientists that we get so early on that we're able to catch up so quickly. And that is why I think Babylon is better than Korea. I think. I know people might rip on me and say, no, Korea is way better. But you know what? At the very least, I think they are equally as good. How's that? I think that's a fair assessment to make. But we still haven't seen the true power of Babylon, though. It's the 50% great scientist generation that is also very awesome. We're going to be able to generate great scientists so quickly. It's going to definitely help us to beeline towards where we want to be to win a tech victory. I mean, you could probably pull off maybe a culture victory as well. The reason I'm not is because culture victories are probably the hardest victory to achieve. And on Immortal, since I don't have a lot of experience, I'm too scared to try it. Plus, I probably I would probably want to go with an empire that gets a benefit to, tourism, like say the French or Brazil or something like that. So Is everything good here? We've locked you here. We're gonna probably switch you to this place once it's once the farm is done. Actually, no, we're gonna grow, so that's interesting. The next growth will pop him here, and we'll then connect the horses. We're gonna get another bowman, which is good, and after that, I will probably go for the watermill. Actually, the watermill is always good. In fact, or the library. Let's do the library first. We are at 5 pop or 6 almost, so the library will give us a lot more beakers. But we don't have to worry too much. Like, normally you want to, like, beeline to philosophy so that you can build a national college as soon as possible to start catching up to the AI, but because we got the great scientists so early on, we don't have to worry about that. So it's the reason why we can probably go to the Petra, beeline the Petra. After the Petra's built, though, it will be a toss-up between philosophy or maybe metal casting. I would really like to get the workshops up and running as soon as possible. Plus, construction at that point would be useful as well. We're definitely going to want bronze working, though. So right now we're working on trapping. We're doing currency. I'm going to go bronze working after currency. I want to know if we have iron. We probably don't because we have a lot of horses. So usually you get one or the other. But that's not to say that there might not be an interesting spot that we could settle next to get some iron. But honestly, because we have a lot of horses, I'll probably just end up going with horsemen. In fact, once currency's done, I mean, civil service is good too. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but it's really prioritizing what we want, and workshops are really strong, like really strong. And I really like to favor production over anything else in this game, because production pretty much is everything, you know? It's how you win the game. So, I mean, obviously science as well is quite strong, but I like to prioritize production whenever I can. Okay, well, let's start bringing this guy down here. You can come here. There's a little bit here that I'd like to check out to see if there's a city-state maybe near there. So Pocatello's only expanded once. Denmark hasn't done any. Denmark, you are so weak. Your score's 90. Oh, look at our score. Wow. We're not doing that bad at all. This is all. Usually it takes like 100 turns before I start moving into the middle of the pile. So we did have a good start. We got a free pop, a free tech from the ancient runes, and free culture. I mean, that's pretty much a really good trio. And I think we got something else that was good too. I'd have to rewatch the first episode to see exactly what we got. But anyways, so you go ahead and alert in there. I would really like the truffles. We're only 5 happiness right now. Yeah, you're going to alert in there as well. Although, you know what? I might want you right now on this hill just to see what's going on up there. I don't need them garrisoned just yet. That'll be the last part of our tradition tree. And actually, let's talk about that. Once we're done tradition, I'm not sure what I want to do, actually. I've been testing out. I mean, patronage is always a good one, but I'm so tired of always going with patronage. I want to try something different. I was thinking maybe piety. It does, I mean, it's not a very popular social policy. In fact, there was a survey on the Reddit, the Civ Reddit forums, and piety was like one of the least used social policy. And it's true that it's not that great, but honestly, look at this one here. We get faith from shrines and temples. So if you want to build up on your faith, that's very good. Organized religion. And this one here, theocracy, which gives you 25% gold output from temples. So they work like markets, which is amazing. And holy sites provide 3 gold, which I don't think people create holy sites that often with profits, but still, that's very strong. That's a lot of gold output and good extra faith. It's the rest of the stuff that's not that great. Cities with the majority religion also get the pantheon belief bonus from a second popular religion, so that's also kind of interesting. Reformation, we can get another thing for our religion, which is pretty good as well, I guess. 20% discount on all religious units and buildings with faith, which is also very good, but I don't know if I'm going to go that route. Of course, we're going to want rationalism as soon as possible. So as soon as this gets unlocked, we're going to be working in there quite a bit. But my new thing that I've been testing out is actually going liberty, even though I did tradition. Because first of all, adopting liberty will give us an extra culture in all our cities, which is interesting. If we adopt the whole social tree, we will get a free great person of our choice, which in this case I would probably go with a great engineer on Immortal. And then of course extra production from Republic. We can get a free settler. This also gives us we can create settlers quicker, which I guess won't be all that useful, but still something to consider. We could get a free worker, and the workers work 25% faster, which is also very nice. This each city that we found after gives us 33% less cost to our policies, which is also very interesting. And of course the city connections for extra happiness. I mean, I guess it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I really do like this production thing though. I really like Republic. And actually just adopting it, the extra culture. And maybe a free worker as well at some point could make sense. Because right now we only have one worker, which is very low right now. We're going to want at least 3, but we're probably going to want 4 at some point. And at some point has to be sooner rather than later. So definitely something to consider. I guess we'll finish tradition and we'll see. I mean, I feel like being a bit daring and going to the piety. And you know what? If we're able to found a religion, which I have yet been able to do on Immortal, I probably will consider the piety tree. How's that sound? That sounds like a plan, right? Wellington is under attack, so Denmark is just going for the whole attacking? Is that it? You stay there for now. I don't want them taking over Wellington, actually. Wellington is maritime, and they have gems. You know what I might do? Is I might actually go to war with Denmark. They don't seem all that strong right now. Once we've established our economy, by turn 100, I'll start building a pretty good force with some catapults. And who knows, maybe we can try our luck. I wouldn't mind puppeting this city. We can raise the other cities, and we can liberate Wellington if it gets caught or captured. So that's something to consider. There's nothing else in the west here, so this is all for us too if we want. This is a very good tile as well. There's something to be said about settling here at some point. We can make it coastal and have it connected to our cities, and it's pretty safe, I guess. Safe-ish, anyways. We'll see how it unrolls. Or unfolds, rather. The scout, keep coming down. I'm talking a lot, but it's also helping me to try to figure out how I want to do this. Like I said, I haven't actually succeeded at a Immortal victory yet. I mean, I haven't lost either. I was just testing out things, testing, doing about 100 turns, 150 turns, and just testing out things with Babylon, and decided to do a Let's Play series with Babylon because to me, they're very interesting, like very interesting, and people don't talk about them all that often. So I'm a little bit surprised by that. That's why I say it feels like they're very underappreciated for what they can do. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? You are. We're just gonna send you down there, and once you get there, we'll start controlling you again. Now, eventually, Egypt is going to settle. If they settle over here, I don't care. I don't plan. I mean, it'd be nice to settle here, but I'd rather just push towards the west because it could be all ours. And like this, we won't be getting in the way of other civs. Example, like the Egyptians, who might want to declare war if we get too close to them. Damn it, we can't actually trigger these guys. That would have been nice. So there is another city-state to go find. Let's go here and connect the horses. Let's just make sure everything is okay. So you're working this tile instead, which is actually interesting. 7.7 food per turn. I do like the gold. Then again, this will help us grow much quicker. It's 6 turns to grow, and this is 7. Yeah, that's only 1 turn difference, though. And we get the extra hammer that way. And the 3 gold. Now, you know what? I'll lock you here. That's fine. I can do that. I am going to want to send at least 1 caravan to Babylon from one of our cities to grow it. I'll probably do it with a CAD here. Once we're at the point to do that. Let's alert. So there is a warrior here. Definitely going to want our Babylon walls in these 2 cities at some point soon. Walls are pretty cheap to purchase, so I mean, we could save up to just purchase them. That could save us on some time, which is very interesting. Don't we have extra salt to sell? Pretty sure we do. And we have a deal with you, but we don't have a deal with you, I don't think. No, we only have 1 salt. So we're selling all our salts right now. This guy is really doing poorly right now. I just noticed you're -2 gold per turn. You still don't seem like you've expanded. I'm pretty sure he's got a decent army. So that's a little bit concerning. And we're going to have to prepare for that. We'll definitely have to prepare for that. Okay, next turn. It would be a shame losing the game. We've found Cahokia. How? Okay, so you've leveled up. You go ahead and do open terrain. I'm going to do the whole 50-50 thing. You can shoot there. You can grab there. Grab the gold. 331 gold. Can I purchase... I don't care about showing the queue right now. Can I purchase the walls? Walls are 360. See, they're one of the cheapest ones. One of the cheapest buildings to purchase. I think I will do that. I will purchase the walls. It will save us on some time. So he finally expanded, and he expanded away from us, which I like. Wellington seems to be doing okay. I don't know what this guy's doing. Problem is, we don't want to force war, because I don't want Pocatello and the Egyptians to, like, hate us. So we're going to have to carefully do that. That's an aspect of my game that I'm very bad at. I'm not careful when I declare war, and it causes more problems than anything else, really. So there's a proper way of declaring war so that you don't anger the whole world, pretty much. And that is definitely something I have to work on. I'm going to send this guy down here just to see what's over here. Oh, crap, there's another warrior. You grew again, I'm pretty sure. Yes, you did. We're going to work this tile right now. 14 turns for growth. See, we are at 3 happiness right now. That is starting to get a little bit alarming. Once the library is out, we will start working on 1 more building before the Petra is ready to be built. And we are still 7 turns away from our next policy. This is perfect timing. I really feel confident that we'll be able to get the Petra. Which the Petra won't help us all that much early on, but later on in the game, it's going to make some really cool tiles. Like this one here is actually a hill, so building a mine on there is going to be awesome. This stone is in our range as well, and it's on a desert tile. So this is also going to be a very good tile. So in the mid-game, the Petra is going to help us a lot, especially once we get archaeology to get the extra 6 culture per turn. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. We are going to want to expand a 4th city as soon as possible, though. Now turn 55, we still got time. By turn 75, I'm going to want it done. So we're going to have to work on our happiness. We're definitely going to want Colosseums, actually. Hang on. We got the sailing, that's good. Yeah, we're going to want... Okay, once we got this, we're going to want construction. And since we went for construction, you know what? I'm going to do philosophy first, and then we're going to go straight to workshops. I think that's a perfect plan. At least I think it is. I could be completely wrong. I'm not very good at planning things. I just like click buttons and hope things happen. That's the way I roll. Really, really rolling. Okay, anyways. Unit needs orders. What's going on? Oop, next turn. Alright, so we grew again. Nice. You can lock here. You can lock here. Now, I don't want the city to grow too quickly. We are at 2 happiness right now, which is a little bit concerning. Money-wise, we're good, so... Actually, we can purchase a Great Wall right now. Or not a Great Wall, but actually, there's something to be said about just purchasing the watermill, though. Which save us a lot of times, too. How much production is this? The watermill is 75. This is 65. Yeah. Maybe purchasing the watermill makes more sense, and then we can build the walls of Babylon. I'm going to want a circus for sure. You know what, I might... 5 turns away, I'll probably do the walls after the library. And then work on the Petra. And I'll just purchase the watermill. Okay, you don't need to be over here, actually. You can start coming back towards the city. Start guarding Arcade. We're going to get a worker out soon, which is great. We're going to start improving these tiles. I don't need another worker working the capital right now. 1 worker's fine, but we're going to want a 3rd one to work here a bit and definitely start improving tiles here once we expand. So right now, once we get the 2nd worker, that should be okay for now. but a third worker will definitely be useful. This is actually going to be a pretty good spot, I'm now realizing. I mean, there's horses here, so we'll be able to build a circus as well. There's a lot of deer, which is good for food and production. And we got salt as well, and we're going to connect the dyes. So I actually want to expand here before the AI gets any ideas, like may say Egypt, who I'm not even sure they've expanded yet. They do have walls, which doesn't really affect us because we don't plan on attacking anybody really. But it would be wise for us to get our own walls though, as soon as possible. Oh, you've upgraded. Let's do rough terrain first, and after that we'll figure it out. So start working on the walls of Babylon. This will be done soon. Once this tile's done, I'm gonna go work on this, finish up this these horses here. We're gonna have a lot of horses actually, so horsemen is definitely something I'm gonna want to do. I don't have them queued up yet though. I went for construction first. So let's do currency. This. Oh, hang on. Currency. We need bronze working. Gonna do horses, because by then we might be ready to start building horses. Then we'll do construction. Then philosophy. Optics is not all that important just yet, but once we're done getting metal casting so that we can get our workshops, then we'll start working on optics, and then eventually compass will be needed for the harbor. But yes, no, I definitely want horseback riding so that we can build horsemen. I mean, we could do chariot archers, but they're very weak. As you can see, they have a range of only strength of 6. Horsemen have a strength of 12, so for close combat, it's much better to have the horses. They're 75 cost. These guys are 56. They're much cheaper to build, though. But because of our archers, it doesn't really make much sense to build chariot archers, to be quite honest. We don't have any horses connected yet, though. Gonna have to do that. Actually, we're working on that right now. So there's truffles here. So it looks like Pocatello still only expanded one city. And these guys finally did. I don't know why the AI is taking... Usually they expand so quickly, like... Especially the Shoshone, man. They're pretty much designed to just expand as quickly as possible. Like, go Liberty and just take over so much land. I mean, that's what makes the Shoshone so strong. But, anyways. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's good for us. Okay, so next turn. Perfect timing with the walls and currency, actually. So we can start working on the Petra. Oh, settler here. You know what? I am going to block you off. Oh, they can probably walk through us, though. Crap. We'll see. Where is he going to settle, though? I hope... I mean, if he settles somewhere in this garbage area here, I don't care. As long as he doesn't come here. This is where I want my 4th city. Although if he goes here, then the 4th one will end up being here. And with all these mountains... I wouldn't be too scared of the Egyptians attacking us, to be quite honest. So we can fortify and create like a wall of units at the very worst. But I would much rather getting this spot. So we'll see what they do. They can probably walk through us, though, which is probably what they're going to do. Nope, they actually just stayed there. Interesting. Okay, good. Oh, is there a river here? No. I'm pretty sure they're allowed to walk through us. Or is it just scouts that are allowed to walk through units? I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, you might as well just defend here. This archer is just exploring stuff. In fact, I'll keep him down here, and he'll be the archer for the 4th city. Money-wise, we're doing very good. Next turn, we'll be able to build the water mill. Shrine is 2 turns away, and after that, we're gonna... Really, I went for the shrine. I forgot to switch. Ah. That's something I wanted to do. That's true. I forgot to switch to the trireme. Oh well. That's why I'm not really good at this game. I forget things. It's what happens. I forget how to do things sometimes. But okay, after the shrine, we're gonna do the trireme ASAP. Like that is the next thing we're gonna queue up. So next turn, we're gonna do one more turn actually, as this episode is nearing an end. Okay, you can keep moving here. That's true. We still have a worker. That's not a worker, but a warrior unit. So if we end up getting iron, we can always just upgrade this guy to a swordsman, which could be interesting. Now, these guys are just staying there, so we're really just messing the Egyptians up right now. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, so there's absolutely not a butt kiss down here. Manila, are we still leading here? So far the leader has 5 techs and you have 4, remaining 9. Yeah, we might lose out on that actually. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. But I would have liked to have gotten Manila on our side though. Stonehenge is still not built, and it's turn 60 now. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay, gold per turn has ended with the Egyptians. Now we do have happiness issues right now. Choose a production here. Normally I would go with library, but we don't have to do that just yet. Wall of Babylons would be nice. I would definitely like doing a settler. How quickly are you to expanding here? 8 turns. Okay, your 8 turns. We'll be able to get the truffles connected. That leads me to... Do I trade for a resource? 9 gold per turn is not crazy. I also forgot to purchase the... No, that's not where I want it. I also forgot to purchase the watermill here. Bada-boom. There we go. So there we go. Yeah, you might as well walk there because we're going to be working on the Petra. These are pretty much all the tiles I want to be using right now to build the Petra. So this worker's done. I'm going to move him here. Get these horses connected. Choose a production. So what do we do here? I wouldn't mind doing a granary so that we can actually send food to Babylon, but we're not at the point of this yet. A cargo, not a cargo ship, but a trade route could be interesting. But if we build a Petra, we will get a free caravan. And 4.2 gold per turn is not much, and we'd actually be sending 2 tech to Denmark. So that's no good either. No, I don't like our trade routes right now, so we'll forget about that. I mean, I guess the library, but then again, the walls of Babylon as soon as possible is always a good thing. Or we could just start working on the settler, which is not a bad idea actually. So we're going to start working on the settler. And because of that, we're going to move you. It's 12 turns for the settler. If I move you here, it's still 12 turns. If I move you here, it's 10 turns. Ooh, the plot thickens. Okay, so we'll move you here. We're not making a lot of money right now, so what I'm going to do is actually go back to the Egyptians. And actually, you don't have any resources to trade for us, or luxury resources, so let's do the gold. I always like to try 8 just to see. They never want, though. You can do 7 and some, like a handful of gold, though, I've noticed. But we don't have the tech right now to be able to do that. Oh, we have to be friendly, that's true. Propose. There we go. 7 gold per turn. Choose a production here. We're going to go with the trireme right away. This worker's still moving. I guess we might as well just explore down here. So there we go. There's nothing else. Worker is done. I'm going to move him here, work on the sheep, and then I'm going to connect the truffles. Then we're going to start working on some circuses. And that's the end of this episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you all next time.